There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild, majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel, when the green, dark forest was too silent to be real.
Hey, it's a great day. Today is day 41 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Today we'll be hitting Benson Pass pretty early in the morning, and then maybe 12, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there, we'll go over Sevi Pass. And then the rest of the day just putting miles on the trail, moving further and further north, enjoying Yosemite National Park. It's all good. Getting up to the top of Benson Pass, right here. Just a teeny bit more. So this is the top of Benson Pass, looking north. Pretty. About a mile shy of Sevi Pass. And coming up quite a bit. But it just came over a shelf, and look at this beautiful little lake. Just absolutely gorgeous. So this is the north side of the ever elusive Sevi Pass. Wasn't really much of a pass, just kind of went over a big wide area. And finally got down on the other side, and this is it. This is what I woke up to this morning. Just outside my tent. Hey, good morning. It's a great day. Today is day 42 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Two things going on today. First thing, we'll be going over Dorothy Pass pretty quick here, sometime this morning. And then we'll also be crossing the 1,000-mile mark on the Pacific Crest Trail. I don't know if there's an official marker there, but I will be looking on my gut hooks. As you can tell from my netting, the mosquitoes are alive and well. In fact, hang on, there are two sitting on my hand as I'm holding the camera. They're not so bad in the morning. It's pretty cold right now, so it's not so bad. And in the daytime, it gets warmed up, and they're not too bad there. But last night, I had my full rain gear on, including gloves, and I still had hundreds on me. So setting up a tent is set it up, throw everything inside, and then jump in and do everything you need to do for the evening, because the mosquitoes are alive and well and welcoming in Yosemite National Park right now. So today, two things on the agenda. Should be a great day. So this is Dorothy Pass, another one of those nondescript passes. In fact, the ridge line that I'll be climbing this afternoon and walking along is 1,000 feet higher than this pass. But Dorothy Pass does mark the end of Yosemite National Park. So that's it. Looking south, Yosemite. All done, moving forward. Oh yeah, 1,000 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail. Hey, you know, in the desert, hitting the 100-mile increments, that's kind of the big deal, you know, 100, 200, 500. That's kind of the big deal. In the Sierra, it's more about going over the passes, counting the passes, stream or river crossings, the weather, that sort of thing. Not so much the mile markers. But I gotta tell you, it's really nice to see that 1,000-mile mark. That feels good. It really does. The landscape has totally changed since coming out of Yosemite. You can see it there. Problem is, I'm going up on the high ground, so we'll see what happens. I'm up above 10,000 feet. You can see there's no trees or anything. Pretty exposed. See the storm over there. It's looking pretty good over there. But that's where it's coming from. Over there. So I'm hoping to get on the leeward side of the mountain. And it'll get started. See the trail where I'm heading. Just matter of getting up and around. It's a great day. Today is day 43 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Before I talk about today, finish up day 42. As you saw from the pictures, I was in the middle of a storm just south of Sonora Pass. That section of the Pacific Crest Trail is very pretty. You go up to about 10,000 feet and you stay above that for about 5 miles. And any other time, it would have been a great time. As it was, I got up there and the storm just kept getting worse. Quite a bit of lightning that was up there, and I was just trying to figure out a way to get down and get down safely. So that's what I'm going to remember about that portion of the Pacific Crest Trail. I did meet 3 through hikers up there, Skipper, Sticks, and Break Time. I was walking by and they were huddled down in a bowl being smart. Their ice axes was humming from the electricity from the storm, and so they were taking prudent measures to try to hunker down. And then, I go flying by and they make the incorrect assumption I know what I'm doing, and so they grab all their stuff. We spend the next 3 miles running off the pass, and so that was kind of spooky. So now I'm at Kennedy Meadows North. I made the decision to come here during Tuolumne Meadows. I had to rethink my resupply strategy when I got to Tuolumne. I was carrying a very heavy rucksack, and I was rationing my food because I wanted it to last until Lake Tahoe, and so I was hungry and I was weak, and it just wasn't making sense to me. If I didn't have an option, then that's great, but I did have an option, and that is Kennedy Meadows North. It is a mountain resort similar to VVR or Red's Meadow, and so I'm going to break here and show you the facilities that they have. So as you saw in the videos, they have a nice restaurant here, very good food. They even raise their own cattle, and they have pack horses, and they have a lot of outdoor activities. It's very busy right now. They have cabins that you can rent of various sizes. They either have kitchens or don't have kitchens. They have a grocery store here for resupply. For PCT hikers, they have a PCT hiker special, which is $40. You stay in a bunk room, so you share the room. I'm sharing with the 3 other hikers that I met, and then that includes laundry and showers. So it's a great deal, and so that's where I'm staying tonight. In Tuolumne Meadows, I decided I was going to stop here between Tuolumne Meadows and Lake Tahoe, and when I made that decision, first off, I celebrated that decision by eating 4 Pop-Tarts, and then after that I just ate with reckless abandon. I knew my body needed calories, so I was just putting all the food that was in my bear canister I was consuming, and trying to gain back some of the weight that I've lost. Normally I would have one of those backpacker dehydrated meals a day. I was eating 2 of them. I was eating candy bars, everything in my kit was going down just to keep the body running. So we got off the mountain. The 4 of us got off the mountain at Sonora Pass, and it's about 8 miles down to Kennedy Meadows North, and I started hiking down the road because I wanted to be here by breakfast. I accepted my first ride of the whole trip. I didn't have my thumb out. I wasn't trying to get a ride. I was on the opposite side of the road. It was dark, and I did not expect anybody to stop, but sure enough, a van drove by, Toyota Senna, like I own, and the guy rolled down the window and he says, "Hey, do you need a ride to Kennedy Meadows North?" I had hiked 27 miles already, 3 more miles on the road. I had more miles to do. I was cold and wet from the storm, and I said, yes, I'll take. I will take the ride. And so the 4 of us were actually in the van, the 3 other hikers, and we got a ride down here. It was 9 o'clock when we arrived. The people here working couldn't believe we were up in the pass during the storm. The owner came down. Matt, really good guy. He had the kitchen open up, and he made us all cheeseburgers. So it's 9 o'clock, the kitchen's closed, but he made them make us cheeseburgers really late at night so we could get a warm meal in us. And so the hospitality here has just been absolutely wonderful. This wasn't a planned stop, but I'm so glad that I stopped here, and I'm enjoying the hospitality. I'll be here one more night, and then I'll be heading on to Tahoe. It's gonna be great.
There was a time in this fair